Okay, today we're talking about troubleshooting lights that won't turn off. So in this commercial office building, this motion sensor light switch controls the overhead troffer lights. You can see it's flashing, so that tells me there's power at the switch. You can see all the troffer lights are on, with the exception of that one there in the center. So I need to troubleshoot why the lights are not turning off, because you can push the button on the switch, the lights should turn off, but you see, the button doesn't do anything, the lights stay on. So I'm going to remove the switch plate cover and verify I have power in the box. And unfortunately, in this commercial office building, the circuit breakers are not labeled. Some are incorrectly labeled. So I'm going to have to use my circuit breaker finder to determine what breaker kills power to this lighting circuit. And a quick, easy test that I'm going to do here is remove the wire nut from the load wire going to the lights. And if the lights turn off, that tells me this light switch is bad and needs to be replaced. So again, this is a live circuit. You need to be careful here. Wear PPE. Only qualified individuals should work on electrical circuits. So there, we remove the wire and you can see the lights turned off. Now I'm going to go track down which circuit breaker provides power to this light switch and turn the power off to this light switch. Using this Klein circuit breaker finder, it's only rated for 120 volts. This is a 277 volt lighting circuit, but I have found it works perfectly fine for a 277 volt lighting circuit. Woo! So I usually put my black alligator clamp on the metal box or the ground, and then my red alligator clamp on the live hot wire. Obviously being careful not to touch the hot wire with my hands. You can see here on the transmitter, it's telling me the circuit's on. – 277 volts. So we're going to scan the panel with the receiver. Scan the entire panel one time so it can learn the panel. Then scan it a second time to verify what breaker is a breaker that controls the lights. So you can see we got a hit there. We'll go around one more time. That's our breaker. So I'm going to label it and turn it off. And now you can see the power is off. The lights are off. But to be extra safe, I'm going to use my non-contact voltage tester and check all the wires and inside the box just to make sure the power is off now. And we'll go ahead and replace this light switch. And we're not going to install another motion sensor light switch. We're just going to install a regular on-off light switch. Go and bend a little U-shaped loop in the wires. So that little U-shaped loop fits around the screw terminals on the new light switch. This is just a regular single pole light switch. It's not a three-way switch or anything special. So the ground wire connects to the ground screw, and your hot line wire coming in connects to one of the screws, and then your load wire going out to the light fixtures connects to the other screw terminal on the light switch. And even though the power is off, I still try to make it a best practice not to touch the screw terminals. And ideally, you want to practice proper lockout tagout on the circuit breaker that you shut off for this lighting circuit. However, in my situation, I have the master key for that electrical room. No one else has access to it. So I don't have to worry about anybody going in there and turning the breaker on. If it was in a common area, I would lock and tag out that breaker. As a best practice here, I'm wrapping some black electrical tape around the entire body of the light switch, covering all the screw terminals as a good safety measure. And now we'll carefully tuck the wires and the switch back into the box. We'll reinstall the screws. You don't need to go crazy with the mounting screws because you don't want to bend anything or damage the drywall. So don't over tighten the screws. And then we'll reinstall the cover plate. And then we'll go down and flip the breaker back on and come back and check our work. Problem solved. If you're a facilities professional, I want to tell you about this Practical Facilities Maintenance Handbook, now available on Amazon.com. Link in the description below. It has lots of valuable resource and reference material for the facilities professional, signs, tags, etc. Again, link in the description below. I hope this helps you. Please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and thanks for watching.